Hello folks, it is Niall here. It is Monday the 23rd of May 2016 and I spent the weekend finishing off our men's retreat, our May men's retreat. Today I've just finished a PT session in the park here and I'm going to share a few inspiring stories from our men's retreat over these next few days. The first one is that we had a 77-year-old man come along on this retreat, and to give an example of things we did a sweat lodge on Friday night. For anyone who's been involved in a sweat lodge, you know they're really uncomfortable and quite hard work on the body. Made it through the whole thing. We did a 8.5 kilometre walk through puddles and up hills and through rivers and through mud, and he jumped off an 8-metre jetty into the water, into freezing cold water. He ran to the ocean with us one morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. So he went through a lot, but you know, I kept forgetting his age because he didn't complain once. He's always just had a smile on his face. So before the retreat, we had a pre-retreat sort of coaching session, and he said to me that, you know, by Australian statistics, the average age of someone's life expectancy is 82 years. Now, after looking it up, that's actually the female life expectancy is 82 years. The male expectancy is actually 77 years old. And he said to me, I'm now seeing life through the lens of death. And that could be very morbid, but for him, it's a chance for him to say, I'm going to live however long I've got left, and I'm going to live it hard. I'm really going to experience life. And so it's a really inspiring story. And he sent me through an email. I'm going to tag it below. It's 6 lessons from a cancer survivor. And I want to just share 2 of those with you right now. So this is from a cancer survivor who at 27, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she's got 6 rules that she really found that really made an impact on her in those you know, times when she felt like she was all alone. The 2 I want to mention to you now, the first one is don't forget about your dreams. And she says that once she was diagnosed with cancer, she realised how sad it would be if she gave up on her dream, that she'd always want to be a writer, but she'd never done any writing because of the fear of what people would think or fear of failure. And she started writing in that time and started to blog. So I want you to think about, what is that one thing that you've always wanted to do and you've just put it off, like it'll happen next year, or I'll do it when I'm ready, or I'll do it when I've finished my career, or because one day you might not have that choice, and one day time's going to run out and you're going to say, I wish I had just had a go, a crack at it, and tried it at least, because at least I could say I gave it a go. The second thing was learn to love yourself, and this is the very last exercise I took the guys through before we left on yesterday afternoon. Because we ran out of time, I was going to ask them to find 20 things they love about themselves. And most of us, we get to maybe 2 or 3, maybe 5 or 6 if we're quite confident, and we run into things that we love about ourselves. Because it's so easy to notice all the negative things about ourselves. So if you want to do an exercise right now to make you feel better, find 20 things you love about yourself. 20 things about you that are absolutely awesome. Is it that you're an amazing son? Is an amazing daughter? Are you an amazing friend? Do you give up your time for people when you don't really need to? Do you buy people gifts when they don't need them? Do you smile at strangers in the street? There's so many little things that we forget about how awesome we are. And when you start to focus on the positives, that really is a really quick way to gain confidence, is to really look at the things that you perceive as just normal because you do them all the time, but not everyone does them. And just something like small as smiling at strangers on the street can light up their day, and that makes you an awesome person, I guarantee you. So I dare you to write down 20 things. You'll get to 5 or 6 and you'll be like, I'm out of things. You force yourself to find the next 15. Find 20 things that are awesome about you, and know that it's the little things that count, and it'll make you feel more confident about yourself. And take this man's advice and start seeing life through the eyes of death, because one day death is going to be real. It's I'll tell you how dangerous life is. There's a 1-to-1 death rate for every person on the planet. So realise it's going to happen one day, and so you may as well start living now and doing the things you want to do. It's my video for the day. Have fun, dudes. Peace out. Bye.